Hey guys, welcome back to Tracie's Place. If you're trying to find a basic, very simple video about how to cut heat transfer vinyl and heat transfer glitter vinyl, stay tuned, and I'll be using the Silhouette Cameo. Alright guys, I'm in my Silhouette studio and I'm going to teach you how to print an image, how to print out and make your vinyl image. So what I'm going to do here is I have my image up. These are separated because this is going to be glittered and this is going to be regular vinyl, HTV, heat transfer vinyl. Okay, so what you do is you're going to flip the image so that it comes out on the correct side and everything for your shirt. Flip that horizontally. Okay, that means that the image is going to be right side up when you press it out. I'm going to show you how to place the vinyl on the silhouette as well. So you're going to flip it horizontally, and let me go back in case I did that too fast. Okay, here's the image. And you're going to left click and click flip horizontally. It's going to flip your image for you. You want to make sure that your image is not too close to the edge or it will get cut off. There's a little red line and then there's another, the first blue line. This line here, you don't want to go past that. So that little comma right there is fine because it's not, really too close to that at all. You don't want to go below this red line here. So of course I've scooted mine up just a little bit to keep everything safely within the lines. Okay, and for this shirt, the vinyl is silver. My little mat here is messed up. I have to clean my mat. Periodically have to clean it. I'm not about to clean it tonight because it takes too long. But it's still sticky enough, to keep it mildly on there. I have to use tape until I get all of that stuff cleaned off of there. So I know you're probably saying, why are you showing us an unclean mat? Your mats are going to get like this. And you need to clean them off. But if you don't have time to clean it off, or you don't have the utensils, this might be the first time that your mat has gotten gunky. What you do, what you're going to do is you're just going to press it out as best as you can. Okay. I use little pieces of tape to make sure that my vinyl does not move and mess up while I am cutting. So you can use, this is a temporary fix that not everybody knows about. Sorry. A trick to holding this camera and doing stuff at the same time. You are going to do like that. You're just going to fold like that. To make sure that it stays on there, okay? So this is actually helpful. Some people might be saying, I can't believe. But yes, if you have been working with your Silhouette or your Cricut or what have you, you know that your mat is going to get like this sometimes. And it's not dirty as far as dirt. It's just the material that you've been using. It gets sticky, or rather kind of unsticky. And you get like little pieces of vinyl on there and it just becomes a little gunky. So it's a process to cleaning it off, but I'll show that another time too. So this is a little thing, because some people are at their wit's end when their mat gets like this and they don't know how to clean it or what to do. And I'm just showing you, when you get to that point, just tape your vinyl down, smooth it down, and get it stuck on there as much as possible. But then just tape it down. That way when you put it on your Silhouette machine, it will not move. Okay, my daughter took my spotlight for down here, so working on the fly. The power button is over here. I'll lift up your lid. Pull this out. My little thing here is broke a little bit, but oh, it looks okay right now. Good enough for me to show y'all till I fix it. And I'm going to pull these little sleeves out so that my page here, my plastic, doesn't just droop down. Okay. So what I do, this is where I line my plastic up. Right on this line right here. That's where I put the edge of my plastic. And I'm trying to hold the camera and do this at the same time. So, okay, so line it right on there. Okay, you want to get it up under this roller. It won't go all the way up under there, but it's going to get good enough. And what you're going to do is hit that load button. Now this is shiny side down. This is the matte side facing you. The matte side of the vinyl is facing you. The shiny, or the good side of the vinyl, for lack of the better word, is facing down on the mat. Okay? All right. In a perfect world, you will be holding the vinyl with your left hand. I don't know if you're left hand or right hand. I'm right-handed. I usually hold the vinyl down with my left hand, but since I have the camera, let's see how this goes. Okay, pretend this is my left hand and it's going to stay there. You hit the load button. It worked. Okay. I like to hold it down so that everything stays, you know, nice and aligned and everything. But anyway, you put it where I told you to line it up on that first line, not the blue one. I put it on this line. And hit the load button and it rolls in there. You want to kind of make sure that, like I just showed you, it kind of catches up under these rollers. And then it'll guide it. Once you hit the load button, it's going to guide it on in there to where it needs to stop at. Okay? Only what you're going to print is what you want on this little mat here. So this butterfly is not supposed to be on there because it's not getting printed now. So everything should be away from the mat and not within the lines or on the dark gray of the mat either. So you're going to go up here to this pen, the cut settings. I'm going to click on that. You are going to be, and this is how I cut mine. It's in standard. I put my cursor here and click on cut edge. Okay, tool 1 is already clicked for me. I'm doing smooth heat transfer material. So that's that. That's that on the second one. Even though I'm not using tool 2, I still click. I'm not using tool 2, I'm only using 1, but I still click heat transfer material on both, you know, sides. So that's just me. Okay. And down here where it says silhouette, the blade settings and all of that stuff, you're going to hit 3 for the blade, and it should be on automatic blade, speed 10, thickness 6. So right here we're going to change this to 3. You're going to come here and click automatic blade, scroll down a little bit so you can see it. It's going to be 10 and 6, so you're going to click until you get to 10, and right here going to click to 6. You're just going to click up or down on these arrows. Okay? And double checking, making sure our image is flipped horizontally. Making sure that The matte side is up, shiny side down. It's loaded in, and we are good to go. Our settings are correct. Everything is still. Sometimes you have to double check because this sometimes will move. I don't know why. It'll go to no cut or whatever, but I have mine set on standard. Cut edge. Heat transfer material smooth. 3 for that first setting there. Automatic blade right there. Speed 10 and thickness 6. So everything is set. I'm going to go ahead and send to Silhouette. It's tapping. It's getting all the settings in its little Silhouette brain. And the image will be cut out. And it won't move. This vinyl won't move all around on this plastic mat because the tape is holding it. Okay, now it is finished. And what you do is you go over here to the unload, and it's just going to push it out. And you can't really see it. Let's see. I think you can now. See the writing? Okay. So it's flipped horizontally. When it's turned back over, it's going to read correctly with the shiny vinyl showing. So I'm going to take the tape off, and unfortunately this little tray table has gotten beaten up because I use this for my little crafting assistant here. So I'm just taking this off. But if you're new to this, your cutting mat is shiny and clean. This is just for us old crafters who are busy and don't have time to clean their mats. What I do is I cut mine down to size. For instance, this can be used to cut any other little shapes you want to decorate other shirts with or what have you. So, like, this is a whole area that can be used. So I'm going to cut that away. And this whole area right here is going to be cut away because this can be used for wording or an image or what have you. So I'm going to cut this down to size. And this, you can see how I did that here. Be very careful, though, that you don't cut on your image. Okay, and you're going to be left with an image that looks like this. Kind of looks like Texas to me. But anyway, says, I am a butterfly. Pretty to look at, but hard to catch. That is so cute. And what I do is I put my scraps, all of my scraps, I put them in a manila envelope. That way when I want to use them for any other thing, any other decoration on a shirt or what have you, I have a whole bunch of scraps in here I can use. You're going to find so many crafty ways to save your vinyl. Okay, so for this butterfly, what you're going to do, okay, this is the glittered vinyl, the glittered HTV. And always the arrow should be at the top pointing up. You are going to flip this glitter. I'm going to put mine like this. You're going to flip it shiny side down. It's always the shiny side down or the good side down, whatever you want to say. Stick it as best you can, or if you have a sticky icky mat. And I'm going to tape it. I'm gonna stop saying sticky icky because it's not sticky icky. It's just unsticky and got your other material all on it. Other leftover little pieces of vinyl and stuff like that. Okay. Okay. So even though this image is the same on both sides and all of that, I'm still going to flip it horizontally just in case. Everything is supposed to be flipped horizontally. All right, so we're going to go up here again. Now, the last one that I showed you was for smooth heat transfer vinyl. This is for a glittered HTV vinyl. And I did something, I should have told you how to weld those letters together, because this writing right here, I don't know how to explain it until you start doing it, but it's unwelded because it's cursive. So we should have welded that, but it's okay. You'll learn about it, but it's not important. But I should have welded those letters together. But anywho, makes no never mind for the shirt or anything. It's just okay. So we're gonna go heat transfer glitter, heat transfer glitter. If you can see that. And remember to write everything down. I have a little cheat sheet here that I write everything down. And if you see up at the, I have to write it neater, but for glitter HTV, the blade should be at 6. The automatic, and it should be set on automatic blade, I'm sorry. So this blade, it should be on 6, and then it should be on automatic blade, speed 10, thickness 16. So keep your little cheat sheet because I cannot remember all of this, so I had to write it down. So 6, make sure it's on automatic blade. Then 10 for the speed. 16 for the thickness. Okay, so 6, then automatic blade, 10 and 16. I'm going to load my image, or load my vinyl onto the mat and show you how it comes out. And remember, do not have your image outside of the red lines. Have them down somewhat so that they're not too close to the edges and your image will not get cut off. Okay, so I have it loaded in. Everything is set. The image is flipped horizontally. So on standard, and then cut edge. It's on heat transfer material glitter. Set to 6, automatic blade, speed 10, thickness 16. I'm going to go ahead and send to Silhouette. And when you are cutting this glittered vinyl, you have to really make sure you get it in the light real good and see your image. And make sure you're not cutting off anything. It's harder to see on this glittered vinyl. For some reason, this backing is harder to see. You have to get it in the light really good. Okay, I'm going to show you how to weed it. Hold on a second. Okay, you guys, this is my weeder here. This is what I use to weed. Looks like a dental instrument, I know. So what you want to do, this is shiny side down, okay? You want to come up here at the top not on your image, but and you want to start pulling. If you have put your vinyl material on the right setting, it's going to come off, you know, fairly easy. And it'll just pull away easy. I'm hoping I didn't mess up with my cutting my image. Okay, so you want to kind of look at your image on the screen too, to kind of see where your image is cut, or you know, where the perforations are. And you want to go ahead and just pull that out, and just be careful. And there you go. What you want to do is come up to the top, and you want to hook your hook into the vinyl and pull it away from the plastic without messing up the actual writing. Okay. And you can basically pull with your hand, but just don't be reckless while pulling, so you don't pull up the wrong thing, because every now and again that does happen. You don't want to pull too fast, because you just want to be careful. So this is how you weed an image. And you just want to keep doing that. And I hope you can see this decently. You can see what I'm doing even if you can't see the exact image coming out. I will show you after it's all said and done, of course. Now sometimes you have to cut with your scissors, you know, the excess vinyl, so it just comes up easier. It's leaving the image, the font. Oh shoot. Yeah, that's right. It's leaving the font on there. Okay, so the bulk of it is off. Every now and again, you're going to have, you know, some still left to weed off of there. Get all the little pieces out of the letters. These cannot be saved most of the time. Some of them can, just depending. I use the glittered pieces mostly for extra designs on other shirts. And sometimes these, if they come out, you know, in one piece and not too bent up and all of that stuff. Okay. you're just going to weed all those little pieces out of there, okay? Okay, you'll get quicker at this as time goes on. I believe that was the last piece. So this is what it should look like. Came out very good. And there you go. How to design and weed an image on heat transfer vinyl smooth and heat transfer vinyl glitter. So now you have all of your settings and everything. So I hope that helped you out a lot.